Hello and welcome to the second devlog of Cat Island. Our team is very excited to show you this week's changes. Let's start with the art. So first up, Rubino finished modeling the three main tools in the game, the pickaxe, the shovel, and the axe. With these done, we can start working on animations for them, and adding those to the game will make the game feel a lot more polished. The second big piece of art we finished this week is the background art for the Steam page. I think it's really well done and it fits the theme of our game perfectly. Majority of the Steam art assets are coming from Doffito. They're a great artist and I really think their theme and their style really fits Cat Island. The final art asset made this week was a new wood plank texture and a new chest model from Ruben. While I did love the old look of the wooden planks, it didn't fit with the new log texture. I think I'm going to keep the old wood texture in there just as a secondary block, just so we have more to play with during the alpha test. He's still working on new animations for the chest, but the voxel display system currently doesn't support that anyway. Hopefully we'll have that done by next week. I would quickly like to show you a quick before and after picture of the game before when I was working on it as a solo dev, and after once I onboarded a couple people. This is just to show you the importance of having a team around you, because not only can they influence your decisions and help you make good creative decisions, but they also can help support you and keep you going. Obviously, I'm a programmer, not much of an artist, so having people who just specialize in that really helps you keep your head down and keeps you implementing new features while they're worried about making the game look pretty. Before we move on to the programming side of this video, I just want to showcase some screenshots that were taken from this build. The reason I want to do this is so everybody can get a good feel where the game currently is, but please keep in mind this is with the new voxel display system that I will talk about in this video, so a lot of these screenshots have some artifacts and some bugs in it. So this week, one of the things I really wanted to get implemented was farming. So first up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the way that we detect what tools a player is using, and then we're going to go ahead and implement when a player clicks on dirt with the hoe, it turns it into farmland, which we then can plant on. Now I'm checking if we right clicked on dirt, and if that's true, I check if we have a hoe equipped, and if we do, I just replace the block that we hit with some farmland. Now that we have the hoe implemented, I'm just going through and making sure that everything works. Here you can see me crafting a couple of tools, and then here I am planting or tilling the ground. The next thing I need to work on is the actual cat AI. So the first cat, Onyx, when you first start the game, he's going to basically follow you around until you place down your campsite, and then he's going to give you a couple of contracts to gather some wood, make a couple of workbenches, and then build your own house. And so now I'm trying to implement the contracts for that. The next big feature I wanted to implement was an animation for the plants when they're growing. So what I did is I created a script that will scale up the wheat model starting from a real small size to its full size, and then a little bounce at the end to let the player know it's done. In games like Minecraft, they don't do this. They use individual growth stages to represent growing. There's two downsides to this. First of all, it requires several models to show each growth stage. A second problem with this is that it's very unrealistic in the fact that it just pops into existence. So with the wheat growing correctly, I headed on to the next big task, which was going to be rewriting the voxel display system. The previous system was very prototypey, and I didn't really know what features it would need, so we just kept adding on and on and on, and eventually the code base became very, very messy. Now it is time to rewrite all that with the features it needs in the back of my mind and try to clean it up a little bit. This is going to take a while. After several hours, the new voxel display system, nicknamed Aphrodite after the Greek goddess of beauty, we finally have our finished result. And it looks exactly as it did before. The big difference is performance. Not only is this new system much easier to understand, but it takes a fraction of the time. It is lacking some features the old system has, most notably the LOD system, but with the new framework, we can implement these features much quicker. After this point, I finally decided to take a break, fix some bugs, and add some small polish features. And that was the end of Wednesday. Here we are, Thursday night, and I'm finishing editing this video. I added a couple small things this morning, but nothing really big. Obviously, this devlog isn't an all-inclusive list of everything we did this week, but it's just to give you a little picture of what's going on. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video though, and I hope to see you here next time. Peace.